forgot to pause the TV. I have it on front right now. I was stitching. And so, like I was saying, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Rebecca, or you can call me Becca. This is my YouTube channel, The Mad Stitchy Girl. I also go by this handle name on Instagram as The Mad Stitchy Girl is there as well. You can call me either by my name or by my handle. Either is fine. Today is, I believe, today is February 9th. It is a Thursday. Don't mind that trade thing. So, this is actually, unfortunately, my channel somehow got erased or deleted, or I don't know. Like, it's there but not there because I don't have any of my subscribers. I don't have any of my videos, and unfortunately I do delete my videos after publishing them just because to save memory, and they're like really big. So with that being said, I'm pretty much starting a new channel. It's still the same name, The Mad Stitchy Girl. Before I had like with the Becca underscore The Mad Stitchy Girl, just so people know my name. Sorry, I got an itch. Yes, it is the Flosstube or videoing nose itch. So since this is going to be officially a new channel and everything, I'm going to do a whole new WIP parade kind of going. Even though if you are refinding my channel, you've probably already seen these in the WIP parade that I've already done in January. But since I have no videos or anything for content for anybody who's new, I'm just going to do a whole big one with everything I have. The way I'm going to do this video is I'm going to talk about the things I used to stitch, Facebook groups, and then probably get into the WIPs, and then at the end it's just going to be a new start slideshow. So everything I want to continue to do, I'm just waiting on either buying new fabrics or anything like that. So it's one that I wanted in the future, but I know I'm going to focus on all the ones I have currently. And then once I have these, at least once I get one finished, then I can start another one and so forth. That's how I plan it. And sorry if that just shut for you. So it's going to be a long video. So get a snack, get your drink, get whatever. Pause me if you need to. Totally fine. If you get bored, I am sorry. So yeah, so thank you to everybody who's resubscribing. Anybody who's new to my channel, thank you again. And let's get into stuff I use. So I use a lot of them. Well, I use Q-snaps, I use hoops, which you'll be seeing because I still have pattern projects on the Q-snaps and the hoops. I have one little scroll frame. I have a bigger one. I'm currently waiting for a Lowry stand in the mail, which should come in the next week or so. Today I started a new project. So I currently, the way I do it is I have my tablet here for Samsung. It's a Samsung Tab 8, the number 8A as an apple. The new one that just came out like maybe a year ago. I don't know. It's fairly new. And this one I have my pattern keeper. So everything there is on there. So everything that I have are either projects I bought from, because I buy from Etsy, I buy from Heaven and Earth Designs, I buy from Tilton Crafts, I buy from Alforce Embroidery. So everywhere. I'll even, if I find a picture that I like and I can't find a pattern, I will convert it into a pattern for myself, personal use, not for selling because I don't have that copyright. But if I can find the person who's the artist, I'll try to get the permission, which on some of them they got yes, and some of them I couldn't find the original artist. It's just been around so long that it's impossible. So, but like I said, they're my use only. I use the program MaxStitch or one stitch. So if you have a window like an HP Dell or anything that uses window, you'll use the one stitch. If you have a MacBook, and so you use the Mac stitch. So I use it there. So I have many patterns on here. These are all in the works. And then I have my iPad. I have a new one, just because the other one, the battery was all blah. So for this one, I use 2 apps. So the first app I use is Markup RX or RXP, and the second one is GoodNotes. So for Markup XP, these are ones are like my Bella Filipinas, which are like paper charts. So I take them to FedEx and then I just scan them in and make a PDF file, because I'm not good with taking a picture of it or anything. And then I have the salves for it's an Alice salve from Alice, because as you probably noticed, I really like Alice in Wonderland, and a lot of it's I love the Mad Hatter, hence the name of my channel, the Mad Hatter, or the Mad Stitchy Goth Girl. So the Alice salve, that was a free pattern on Alice Force Embroidery. I'm able to actually use it here to mark. So, and then I bought a summer ball, so that's there. And I was trying to do my shadow lanes on this, but when you zoom in, it doesn't work. So for those, so like my shadow lanes or Mirabilias, that since the Mirabilias are big old charged, like big old paper, when I scan them, I had to do like in sections, so it doesn't really work for markup. So I use GoodNotes and just kind of mark it off myself. So for those ones, I don't have stitch counts because I can't count them, and I'm not going to manually count them because that's a pain in the butt. So that is what I use those 2 for. And then the last thing I use, and this is to track, is called Stitch Pal. You can get it on Apple or for or Android, and basically you can track everything on it. Now let me turn that down. So you put in your pattern. Each time you'll just put the number of stitches. You can take a picture of the current, like how it looks, and then you can put the time and then or how long it took you, and then it'll add that progress. And then you have the dates. You can also put details like your fabric, how much stitching in total it is, so that you can go with, because this is you can create an account with Stitch Pal. It's a purchase on, I want to say it's like $2.99. It might have gone up, I'm not too sure because I bought this a long time ago. And basically you create your account, and then you can move your account everywhere, and you can sync all your progress, so you're not, so like unfortunately like Pattern Keeper, like you can only have it on one thing. You don't have an account. But with this one you do. You can save your data, you can back it up and everything. And then for those who like to see exactly everything, like your total stitches, your stitch rate, your day stitching, the time you stitch, everything, and you can do it, filter the dates from the start and an end date, and then you can filter it by all your patterns, so your total amount of stitches between all your patterns, or you can select one of your patterns and see those statistics. And then you can also change it from quick stats to a chart, and then you can see charts. So those are for those types. So that's what I use. I'll probably be going and looking at this because I'll try to give you the start dates. Oh, and besides that, so besides using GoodNotes to mark my stitches, I made myself some notebooks. So I have one for YouTube, so I will be able, for when I do my regular WIP updates or anything like that, I can tell you, like I'll have be not I can't tell. I'll be able to like have all the information already down, so I'm not like trying to look on all these other things. It's just in one place. Or when I edit, I know exactly what the order of what patterns I talk to you about. So it's easier for me to insert the patterns. I have, let me see. I had bought this cross stitch journal from the WIP Stitcher. I used her website. So basically I can put everything needs to know about all my patterns. So for this one, it was Morticia from Gecko Rouge. You could put the start date of when I started it, and then what I did was I put the percentage of when I started. So I put whatever, like I did the 1 day of stitching it, and at the end I put that percentage. I took the photo of the first time I did it in this new year, and then I'm going to be waiting until the last time I do it in December. So the last time I work on this pattern, I'll put that photo, and then I'll put the final percentage. So, and then I can show you guys all that. So I do that for pretty much all my patterns. I use the calendar. Currently I have one for WIP Go, because I am part of WIP Go. I'll put down like whatever call number it is, whatever project that is, I'll put the picture of whatever date. So like on Sunday I did my number 7, which was Dragon Lady of the Lake. I put that, and then I put the stitches down. And then I have a calendar for any challenges, because I am doing extreme cross stitch challenges. So they have a couple going on, which is the full moon cells, and then there's the ABC challenge for the year, the month, and then there's another one. And then I'm also part of the Halloween Facebook, like Stitches Facebook group. I'll try to put the names and the links in the description box. But like there's one, I think February is fairy tale challenge month or something. So you pick out a fairy tale type pattern. And like I said, WIP Go. So there's a few things. So I have those. Oh, I'm also part of the supersized cross stitch challenge. So my main focus is going to be The World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart. And then I have one just for regular WIP. So like if it's not part of a challenge, it's not part of WIP Go, I just work on those, and then so forth. And then I have a calendar for YouTube. So I'll put like this cute little picture of it's like cross stitching tools and stuff, and I put that in there, so I'll let me know that those are the days I stitched. And then at the end of each week, I'll try to put the total amount of stitches I've done. Unfortunately, I won't be doing that for this week, since I was supposed to have a video out for a weekly, but since I don't even know really what's going on, and then since there's no other content, I don't have those videos. We're starting over. And then I'd use the weekly one. So this one is just I write down every pattern I work on, which I need to update this anyways. So, because I've been working on a few things. And then I have my challenges. So this is what my WIP Go board looks like. If you're part of WIP Go, or if you're follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw this, because I did post that. So luckily those have not changed. And then I have all my charts. So I use those. Alright, so that's basically it. Oh, this is my cute little, it holds all my little flossies. Right now it's a ball. So I got these like they're $1 or maybe even 50 cents, because I had like a 20% off thing. Michael's, like you go to that section like before you get to the aisles, there's all these like little low price, $1.50, whatever's, and I saw these, and it comes in different shapes. So I got that one. I bought a star, a heart, and then I'll be using them for my flossing. Okay, so let's get into the WIPs. So I want to start with everything that is in my project bags. So I'm just going to be showing you my project bags because they are very precious to me. And then some of the patterns that should be in these bags are actually in this big old tote box, like cube box, whatever. I don't know what they're called. It's like for that shelf that's like cubed, and then you put this little shelf I don't know what they're called. Cube things. Well, I have some of the patterns that should be in here because I have a little area in my living room, and I don't want a bunch of bags in here. So, but I will be showing you all my bags anyways because they are precious, and I did have a pretty much my bag parade because I bought a lot at one point and all at once. And these are all by Jasmine Custom Bags. You can find her on Instagram. She makes wonderful bags. Most of them are like, they will fit 11 by 11 Q snaps in whatever project. I can fit one or two Q snaps in one project bag, and then plus like folded up fabrics, or a Q snap and a hoop. But yeah, so this one won't have any projects because I actually have it out, so you'll be seeing that later. But this first bag is mine. So it's a WIP parade / bag parade because I'm going to show you my bags. So this is my goddess bag. Look how pretty that is. And look at the sparkle of the gold. And then that's the back. And then it's just this really pretty reddish brown fabric. So this one houses my Autumn Lane Stitcheries Dark Queen of the Earth and Dark Queen of the Sea. I'm not going to show you my fabric for Dark Queen of the Sea because I need to frog that one because I'm going to be changing out the fishes. So I barely had I had like 30% of a fish done until I decided I want to change the colors. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the colors, and then I'm going to frog this one and redo it. But I have Dark Queen of the Earth going, which you'll see later. So this is my first bag. It's a really beautiful bag. Okay. Ugh. This one, it has a project in here, but I haven't started it, so it'll be in my new start. But this one is my Addams Family bag. Look how pretty, and look at this vinyl. It's like awesome. So this houses anything that's Addams Family's related, which you'll be seeing later because I'm currently doing them. Okay, so that's that one. This one doesn't have anything either. This is my Queen of Hearts, and I just love this one too. Plus, my favorite colors are black, red, and purple. As you probably tell, well, can't tell anymore, but my hair is purple. Oh, this is my enchanted bag, which I love. This was a mystery one that I had Jasmine. Like I just gave her a bunch of different kind of witchy fabrics, and I'm like, okay, choose one, and then have it as a mystery for me when I open. And I love it because look at this purple. Look. I wish I had that sunlight I had earlier, but fortunately I don't. This one actually has a project, and I'm in debate of either I'm going to restart this on a different fabric or continue, because I like this fabric, but then I saw this other fabric. But I might choose that when that fabric comes in. I might just use that for a different project. So I'll be inserting photos somewhere. I don't know, probably over here because it's a bigger area. But this is my Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. I am working this on a 32 count 2/2, and this is a dyed fabric by myself. Well, I think I might have got this from Be Stitch Me, but I might have added more color. I kind of do that sometimes, so like when I don't see enough of a certain color that I'm looking for, I'll kind of go back in and kind of add more. So it's probably by Mistitch Me, but I did add more like grays in it. So at one point I had a frog, a green line, and I don't know why I added green. There's no green in that area. So yeah. So yep, that is Halloween Quicker. Alright. Also a lovely bag. This is actually what got started with my patchy type vinyls. So this is Sally's bag. So teal sparkle, pink sparkle, and then this pretty black. Because as you can see by how she's patchy, so why not? So this has a couple products. This one unfortunately I haven't stitched on. Oh, I haven't given you the start date, so I only have that one, thankfully. So Halloween Quaker. Oops, not the one. Halloween Quaker, I officially started that on July 9th, 2021, which is yikes. And then let me bring up the next one. Fortunately, I only worked on this one day and I haven't picked it up since, and I should because I love that pattern. I'll insert it. This is Sally, Something in the Wind. It's a pattern that I converted myself. So hopefully you can see this because I'm trying not to get in the way or it won't focus. So this is only 83 stitches, which is sad. I haven't picked it up, so I'm going to make that a focus most likely in March, because you know March is St. Patrick's Day, so it's greens, and this one has like a lot of greens and blues and whatever, so why not? So I started that on January 10th, 2022. So it's a year old and I haven't even touched it, but I want to. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Oh, this is a restart. I restarted this year, so I don't even know when I started the last time, but I know it's like about a year or two ago. So photo insert is Deadpool and Disney Heroes, which is one of my favorites, and here I am at. Here it is. I have part of Deadpool's eye. I did this one, I can remember, is in January. I want to say the 5th. Let's see if I'm right. So, actually it's the 3rd. So January 3rd. This is on a 28 count. Easy guide, 2 over 1/10 stitch. And pretty much I am almost back to where I started on my original. Because I had this filled in, and then a little bit of the second eye going. So that's where I need to go. I need to finish the inside and start in the other side, and I was doing 2 colors at the same time. So yeah, so I'm almost there to being caught up. And then those are just fabrics for new start, so I won't show those until a WIP update. So that goes over there. Alright, so this is my first official back from her, and if you haven't guessed, this is the Mad Hatter bag, and then I added all these cute little things. So I have one that says "We're all mad here," and then the playing cards. So it's cute. Let's see, I have one project because the other ones are in the box. So, photo insert. This is the Universal Monster Cell by the Witchy Stitcher, and I am doing this black and white version, and this is as much as I've gotten on it. So this part here, I need a frog because I miscounted. This is on Monster. It's a 32 count by Stitch Me, and I started this officially June 1st, 2022, and then I took this out during a stitch together with For the Love of Stitches. It's a Facebook group here for but if you don't know, I'm in Sacramento, California. So it's everybody here in Sacramento or the surrounding area. So So like Lodi, Vallejo, and all that stuff. So I will need to go back and frog that and then get back to it. I do want to finish that one. Alright, next one. You might have seen this one, but I'm actually the first person to actually have this one. And then Jasmine created another bag of it. But this is my Swan Lake bag. Let's see, I have the pink, I have silver, so kind of matching that color. You might have seen the museum stitcher. She has this bag, and hers is just all pink all around. Mine is pink and then silver, which gives it a good contrast. And the reason why it's like this is because the two projects that are in here are both Swan Lake. So the first one, let me go back down. It's gonna be Swan Lake by Alforce and Brody. I got this one as a kit before the Ukraine and Russia war back in 2022. So I got the variegated floss. I chose that one. It came with the paper pattern, and then the fabric, and then it comes with a cute little needle minder. And I started this using the pattern, but thankfully, about like a couple months later, once Alforce and Brody decided they're gonna open an Etsy shop and put a lot of patterns digitally on that shop, and then one of them was Swan Lake, so I was happy. So this is where we're at on this one. I know recently I have added this. This is everything needle minder from them. It's cute. This fabric was a fabric of the month back in maybe February last year, or maybe January, because I wasn't with them too long with Be Stitch Me. And this is called Periwinkle. This one is a 32 count. Because my next one, which is the Swan Lake Chatelaine, this is where we're at on that one currently. I need to finish the other part, and then right here there's another one, so it's going to be 4. So I restarted this 3 times. One, my dog ruined it. Next one, I didn't like the coloring of the fabric. It was something I tried to dye myself. Didn't work well. And then I saw this one, Periwinkle. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna work. So that's the fabric it went with. That's the fabric we're gonna be going with. I restarted this on August 15th, 2022. And then for Swan Lake, the Alforce and Brody, I had that started on March 1st, 2022. So those are just 2 projects. The way I do my chatelaines is that right now there's a big old problem with the Gloriana. So if I'm able to substitute the Gloriana for DMC, I will do it. I'm okay with that. But I'm also waiting still on more threads because I have a few more. And then I'm going to be starting another one coming soon. I'm going to be starting Evening in the Park. I have a fabric that I chose. Oh, pretty too. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Okay, there's some. So this is my Sailor Moon bag. I love this one because I'm a big, huge Sailor Moon fan. I'm a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Sailor Moon. Yeah. And then this is pretty pink. Alright, so this first one is a project that I originally started for my mom, but now I'm probably gonna if I ever get to getting close to finishing it, which is gonna take me forever, I'll probably still give it to her, but if not, I have another one that it's a bit smaller that I could probably give to her. So it is my Peacock Sampler. And this is where we are at. Barely. I'm still not even done with that page. this is I'm getting close to finishing this first page. So I dyed this fabric myself. It's the pretty teal, bluish green kind of color, and then I'm using DMC 154. And then for the peacocks, I actually have specialty flosses that, let me see if I can show you that. I have 2 of them that I'm going to be using for those, which I have no idea what it's at. It's probably in another thing. Okay, that's fine. I don't have them with me, which is not good because it's probably because I use these kind of bags, so it's probably in a bag somewhere because I've been moving these around for so long. So I'll show you in another video, or if I ever get to it. So back hurts. Okay, and then the last project that's in here. Okay, and this is probably why I went and bought another 2 things of this floss, because picture is the Turtle Quaker by Force Embroidery. So at the time, since they weren't selling the flosses, I wasn't able to get those variegated flosses, so I went and picked out a bunch of my own. So this is where I'm at currently. This is on I believe it's 32 count. It's Mermaid's Tail from Grace Notes Fabrics, who are also have their own Facebook group if you don't know about them, and I'm not too sure when they're coming back. So what I meant was that the middle big turtle is going to be Gloriana DBC, which is actually on a few of my Shadowlane projects. So that's why I bought more, and I'm waiting for it, and I don't know when they're going to come in. So for those ones, I might try to branch out. Alright, okay, I have one project. So, and this one is in my Cheshire Kitty Cat. Oh, look how cute. And I love where it says time for tea, because tea is actually my favorite drink. I love anything tea like. And then in this one, we are doing Ganesha. It's in Heaven Earth design. I got inspired to do this one from Thread the Needle. And this is where I'm at currently. I am doing this on a 32 count, 2/2. It's called Evil Queen by Bestitch Me. And you might wonder why I'm doing it on a fabric, a color fabric, instead of just a white fabric, since most times it is full coverage. But for this one, I chose to do this as no background. So my background is going to be the Evil Queen. Okay. And that's that one. And look how it matches the coloring of this bag. Alright. Almost there. Alright. Next one is in my Alice Madness return bag. This is a video game. Currently only on PS3 or on PC. So, computer. I'm hoping and waiting for the new game, which is called Alice Asylum. Because this is a darker version of Alice in Wonderland. Like, I kind of got teary-eyed on the ending of what we found out. Okay. And this one houses 2 Force Embroidery patterns. So the first one is my Alice cell, which is where we're at here. I'm doing the middle, and which is the Red Queen, and I am using variegated floss. So this one is on a 32 count. This is my Gem by Bestitch Me, which is pretty. I like it. I was gonna use this on a pattern that I'm converting from this this Alice in Wonderland cell from Force. It's going to represent the game. So I kind of got pieces already going. Like I got the middle. So I already got their Red Queen from the video game. I got an Insidious rune, which is one of the enemies she fights. The White Rabbit gets changed into their White Rabbit, or one of the White Rabbits. So I'm doing a lot of little changes here and there. So I'm still working on that, so I'm hoping to get that released. Alright, next one is somewhere, I don't know, we'll see, is the Emerald City by Alforce and Brody. Oh, by the way, Ganesha was started this year. No, Ganesha was started December 22nd. I remember that one. And let me see. Turtle Quaker was started July 26th, 2022. I don't know. In Peacock Garden, I originally started this July 14th, 2021. So, and then for Emerald City, which you'll be seeing a different picture than the cover photo for that one because I converted this a little bit. So currently, this is where we're at. Which is on the Emerald City itself. And I'm keeping this photo up because as you probably see in the photo, I might make it bigger while I talk over it. I changed out a couple things. So Glenda, the Witch of the North, no, the South. She's the South. From the movie, she had red hair and a star wand type stick. So that's what I changed in this pattern. Because I believe they're Alforce is going off of the book version, which I guess she is blonde there. They're also, the original shoes are silver, but they changed them in the movie to ruby, which in this pattern I am changing it to ruby as well. And then with the Wicked Witch of the West, she's green. And she's holding a broom, not an umbrella. And then I'm also adding some satins or silks. The DMC satins is satins to the ruby slippers, and pink, the satin pink to Glenda's dress and everything like that. So there's gonna be, I just made some little changes here and there. And then that fabric was avocado. It's a 32 count 2/2, and it's by Bestitch Me as well. Last bag, which is in my Evil Queen bag. And my favorite is Maleficent, by the way. This one has a pattern that I converted myself. It is the sci-fi for the baddest women that I think. We have the one from The Matrix. I'm trying to think off my top of my head right now. Matrix, Aliens, Terminator, and then The Fifth Element. So this is where we are currently. Which is only like a couple hundred stitches, not even a lot. And I need to get back to this. Ugh! I just threw my phone. So, oh, if I didn't mention, Emerald City was started on May 16, 2022. And then for this one, sci-fi. This one I officially started June 17, 2022. And I'm only at 403 stitches. Yay! Alright. Next one. Let me see. See, this is why Stitch Palette is such a great, because like I would not remember any of that. Oh wait, I messed it. Okay. So I'm gonna show you two pictures. The first one is what the pattern is gonna look like in whole, which is the Epic Storybook Princess. And then the second picture is what I turned the castle from that pattern into, which I call it now the Dark Castle. This one, I had a frog a lot, so it made me go behind. But this is where we're currently at with the castle. So I had all of this part done over here until I found out that one of the stitches had, instead of the 2/2, so it should be like 3 holes, it was 4. So it made everything unaligned, so I had to frog all of that. This is on a 40 count Happily Ever After from Grace Nails Fabrics. I officially started this May 11th, 2022, and I would love to get back to it, so can't wait. And I did put this as a free pattern at one point, and I did see someone use it, which was awesome. I first called it like the Maleficent Castle, but I changed it to Dark Castle instead, which is fine. Okay, those are all the bags in my project bags. Now we're going into the little cube things. These things. I only have a few. So. We're already 41 minutes and I still have quite a few to go through. Let's see. And thankfully a lot of these are just because I have the fabrics, but I haven't done anything on them. Okay, so this one, I had done some work on it. Let's see. And let me kind of fold it, because I kind of just crammed that in there. And this is the fabric I dyed myself on a 32 count. Lugana. I like Lugana a lot more. So it is Legal High by Long Dong Sampler. Long Dong Sampler. Long Dog Sampler. I can't. It's like a tongue twister to me. And I have hair and itchy. Alright, this is where we're at. So currently this is on a red fabric that I dyed myself. I am using 2 different colored flosses, and I just got some more in the mail, so I'll show you those better. So the first one that you're seeing on this fabric is called Phoenix. Doesn't want to focus because it wants to focus on me. Okay, and there's this pretty reds, and it has some blues and some maroons, and this is from Dying for Cross Stitch. There we go. So that's the first one, and then I'm gonna get, so it's gonna be in like 4 blocks. So 1, and then in this, the next block after I get halfway is going to be in something called Fire Vein. And it looks like that. This one has kind of similar, but it's brighter reds, a brighter maroon, so it's like a brighter version of these. So I bought some more because these are big patterns, and I'm loving it so far. So, and these ones are not in project bags; they are in my Amazon little Ziploc bags. So this one is nicely folded back. So this one. Also, a sad. So, this is my Gotham Sirens, and I have a very minimal start on it. I think I just started this in barely this year, because I was just starting stuff. Like, it was like part of my new starts type thing. Let's see, Gotham Sirens. Which I don't see it here, which is bad. Oops. Actually, oh, I might have deleted it. Okay. So I don't know, but I know I started it last month. And then Legal High. I first started this in July of 2021. Yep. And I just brought it back out. So I need to kind of focus on a lot of things. So I'm starting a lot of things, and then I just have so many that I need to focus on. Nothing, because it's gonna be in my new start parade. This one, I'm still unsure if I'm gonna do with this fabric, because I got this fabric from Michael's, and I kind of went away from buying stuff from them, and I only got like the middle done. So, and then plus I would have to go and kind of do my own serging kind of thing of this fabric, so it doesn't fray, because it's very fraying. So this one is my Japanese geisha, and let me see. This is where I think oops. Okay, it's this way. I think it's this way. Just because sometimes I kind of find the dot and then I kind of go below it. So, still not sure if I'm going to... The stitching looks actually pretty good, which is surprising. My stitches are not that great. But I'm not too sure about the fabric. I might buy a new fabric. We'll see. Nope. No, that one I know. So that's it for this tote bag, or this box, cube thingy, I don't know. Everything else in there is going to be in the new start slideshow. This one I only have 2, and it's going to be my Rainbow Magic Study Room. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called, but I call it that, Rainbow Magic Study Room. And this is where we are still currently. So this one is on a 28 count. It is 2/2 10 stitch. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, I think I put it. Oh, it's Magic Study Rainbow Room, or something like that. I first started this in March of 2022, and I haven't gotten that far than these 400 stitches, and they're all blue. I always end up doing blue, so it kind of becomes boring. Alright, this next one is a huge fabric, because it's a huge pattern. This is from an Etsy shop on, I think it's called Turn on the Bright. It is my All Avengers, so it's like all posters together. And this one actually I have the most progress on for any of my full coverages. Alright, this is where we're at. Ugh. So I had all this done. So it has some blacks, some blues, like always. And this one I first started this in October 22nd, 2021. So, let me stop exiting that. And then, let's see if there's anything else in here. Okay, new start, new start, new start. Nope, everything else is a new start. So it's gonna be in the new start slideshow. Last one is everything I've been working on in this last January and February. And if I haven't gotten to it, I'll let you know. So this first one I haven't gotten to it yet, but it's gonna be sometime this month. I'm gonna work on it because this month there's a hashtag called Fancy Ladies or Fancy Ladies February. I'll put that in the description box once I find it. It's I saw it on Instagram. Okay, so this is the Raven Queen, and this is where we're at. This is on a 32 count fabric that I dyed myself. That one I do know I dyed myself. Alright, this one's a lovely piece because I love it, love it, love it. This is part of the Autumn Lane Stitcheries Queen of the Earth style, and I chose the Nightshade. Oh, before I show all that, Raven Queen, I first started that March 2022. And then this one I started last month because I'm way behind. So Autumn Lane Stitchery, Earth Queen. This is where we are at currently. This is the only one so far that I'm doing on linen. I have a couple other ones I'm going to do on linen, but they're not started yet. So I'm still on part 1. And so far it is looking pretty good. I thought I was going to hate linen because one time I tried to do linen and it was not fun. This one's actually pretty okay. This is from Under the Sea Fabrics, and I actually added a little bit more green to mine. And this is in my, because I kind of work on this kind of every other day. This one is a new start. I think I just started this like maybe yesterday. Was it yesterday? Let me see. Before I even think of it. Yeah, it was yesterday. And I got a lot of going. So this is from Tilton Crafts. It is Wednesday and Enid with Christmas. And this is where we are at currently. So that was one day of me doing, and I'm doing this 2/1/10 on 28 count. This is the fabric I dyed myself. I wanted it to be like half pink, half gray, and then a little bit pink and a little bit gray on each side. And then I'm going to put Wednesday on the pink side and Enid on the black side, kind of going opposite. This had a lot of white kind of background, which I'm not going to do. So that's why I started in the middle. Right now I'm doing the Christmas tree, it looks like. So I'm doing Wednesday's Christmas side first. And then it'll blend into, and I'm trying to do this as kind of like a Royal Roads kind of thing. That's, but maybe without the parking. I don't think I'm going to park. I don't like parking. I don't like hanging threads, but I'm kind of doing like going back and forth, typewriter style, and then ending it a block away as much as I can. So once I get to the white portion of the background, I'm gonna try to figure out a way that I can make it either look like the stained glass that represents them all the time. You know how in the Wednesday show there's that big old glass window, and then Wednesday had her side and Enid had her side. I'm gonna try to do that, or if not, I just have this color as a background. So, yep. And then all these name liners that you see on them, minus the one either from a kit or from Alfor's, I made myself. Alright, another one I just started about a day or so, 2 days ago, is my main focus, but this one is super confetti heavy that I don't know how anybody does it, but I am doing the supersized World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is where we are at. So, this is as much done as I got. About like barely 100 stitches. I don't even think it's actually, nope, it's only 107 stitches. And this one I was also trying to kind of pick a color, go about 2 to 3 blocks, and then end it there, because it is super confetti heavy, like a lot, like, oh, it's crazy. This one I need to get back to because it is part of my WIP Go. This is Gaia by from Bella Filipina, and this is where we are at. This one, if you can tell, is on a sparkly opalescent fabric. This is called Gaia. It is from Bestitch Me. I like trying to match things as much as I can. So like my epic storybook princess on a happily ever after fabric. And Gaia, let's see exactly when did I start her. I started her in January, so I need to get back to her because she is my number 11 on my WIP Go. And my goal for WIP Go was just to work on those 2 projects throughout the month. I didn't put anything for days. I didn't put stitch count or anything like that. I didn't put that type of goal. I just wanted to work on them. Alright, next one is one I started a couple days ago as well. It's my oldest pattern. I got this when I was when Stitching Jules, also now known as Stitching Jules Designs, she used to do kind of like a Twitch or Discord or something like that, and I was on it, and someone mentioned this pattern and I wanted it. It is Works of Jane Austen. It's from Etsy, and this is where I'm at currently on this one. I'm doing this on a 32 count Lugana. It is called Coconut Shell. It was a fabric of the month from Bestitch Me. So I am currently on the Mansfield Park section of that pattern. Next up, I won't show you because you can't see anything on this because I barely have 50 stitches on it. I'll put the photo. It is called Forever Love, I think it's called. And I don't have this recorded. Nope. No, not that either. Yep, it's Forever Love. I'll put that picture, and yeah, you won't see anything, like you barely see anything from there because it's only light colors right now. I'm working in the middle. This is a 32 count. I am doing a 2/110, and I was having struggle because I am doing the wolves in the middle, and so it's a lot of light colors. Alright. This next one is a new start as well. I'm trying to do it as daily. This is Space Trooper from Awesome Pattern Studio on Etsy. I think everybody calls it Boba Fett. I don't know. It's a pattern for my boyfriend, and here we are at still. So this dot here, all of this area will be page 2. So that's how I'm gonna work, because it's only 4 pages. And I started this last month, so it's on a 28 count. I'm doing full crosses, so it's gonna be 2 over 2. All right. Oh, and actually, this one actually has in my project bag. This is my dragons, and this is the color I have for it. Because one of them, I'm actually using these for a challenge. I don't remember the challenge. One of them is WIP gum. So this is what it is. It is the Dragon Lady of the Lake. And I'm not going to say the name of the artist because I can't say it because I will butcher it so badly. And this is where we're at. So I've actually been working on this month, and I've gotten a lot more. So like all of this has been done. So I'm working my way up, and then I'm trying to get in first. I want to first fill in all the just the regular colors, and then I'm gonna go to the blended, and then I'm gonna go to the half stitches, and then I'll go to the back stitching. This fabric is a Galaxy by Bestitch Me. It's an 18 count. It's one of my few because I work a lot on 28 or 32 counts or even 40. I have a 22 count. And I don't think it's here. I think it's in the room, which is fine. But it's going to be in my new start anyways. It's for Doctor Strange. I'm redoing it. That one I think is either 2022. So I don't do a lot on regular Ada because I don't. But I actually do enjoy this fabric, so that's good. Alright, and then this next one is also a new start. It's a tiny start because like I started doing this during work today. But I need to get back to it. So it is, let me see, what is it called? It is called The One True. It is a Game of Thrones picture of Daenerys and I'm guessing Drogo or Dragon. And this is as much I got to it today. And that's barely anything. I do have, I think, part of the fairy tale is work on a dragon, and I think I chose that one, so I'll be working on this one anyways. Okay, next up is also another project bag because I guess I did have some in there. This is on my cherry blossom, which I love. This is supposed to house a chatelaine, but I actually had to get a new fabric, a bigger fabric, because the one I bought originally didn't have enough margin for it, and I was not going to have enough space to even do the phoenix because I'm doing the Chinese Garden chatelaine from Chatelaine, and unfortunately I was getting down, like I was working my way down just to check, and I did not have enough room for a phoenix, so I'm going to have to frog it. I love that phoenix fabric by Bestitch Me and use it for something else. But in this bag we currently house is Gaia and this beautiful other one, which is by Mirabilia. It is Miss Cherry Blossom, and this is where we are at. I've actually added some more because I worked on her last month, I think only for a day, so I added all this here because I only had originally at around 40 stitches, which was like up here and a little bit down here, but that's it. So this is where we're at. I'm working this on a strawberry shortcake, 32 count, 2 over 2. Bestitch Me. My main fabric places I go to is Bestitch Me for hand dyed, Grace Notes, Fiberlicious, and Under the Sea fabrics, which I'm actually I bought a lot more from Bestitch Me and Under the Sea. My Under the Sea should be coming soon, which makes me happy. So see. This one is from Heaven and Earth Design. Is the artist is Chris Ortega. It is called. Sorry, I saw something shiny because there is a needle over here. The Wheel of Death, which is one of my favorites. I need to get this out soon because it is part of one of my challenges. So this is where we're at. I'm doing, I believe this is black and 3371. So that's one I need to get out. Get out. I really do like that picture though. Alright, getting to the bottom stuff. Alright, this one is Morticia Adams, which, like I said, for that, it's for the Adam Family bag. This is one of them, plus the Wednesday and Enid that also goes in that bag. So I have Morticia Adams from Gecko Rouge, and this is where we are at. I bought this as a kit, and as you can see, I bought the needle minder as well. I got a lot done last month. I got about 600 and something stitches, so all of this is the end of the page. So I want to work on the first page, but I need to kind of go further just so I don't have lines. I don't want lines, so I need to figure that part out. So that I'm trying to do one page. Once one page is done, I can start on Wednesday. That was my goal. Do one page officially, so I can start Wednesday Adams from also Gecko Rouge. This one, I'm going to show you, but I will tell you that I will most likely be frogging this and making it smaller, because I bought another fabric, the same exact fabric from Under the Sea Fabrics, because this is from Modern Folk Embroidery. This one here is Fruits of Plenty, which is what I have here. I'm doing these on with some thread gatherer flosses, but I kind of want, I'm either going, I know I'm already frogging this dark maroon bird because I don't really like it anymore. So, but I might take off all of this and do this 1/1, and then do one hat, like one side, this one, because I also bought the 2023 Sal Reaching Skyward, and I bought the floss for it, so I might be able to just do both on this fabric. If not, I can just wait for the fabric to come in the next week or so, because I bought the same one. This is called Rosmerda. It's a 32 count. I was doing these 2/2, but I might change my mind and do these 1/1, so 2 of them can fit on this, and then on the other fabric I can do something else. And then my last project, oh, I have 2 projects. So this one is 10 stitches. Is my Dragon Race, part of also a challenge. I just don't remember. If I remember, I'll put it in the description once I start editing this and stuff. So this is where I'm at. I just started this too. Got a few hundred stitches in there. I was going diagonally, as you can tell. And originally I was gonna start on the other end because I want to try something a little bit different, but then I kind of looked. It's a night and day, or day and night project, and mostly a lot of my full coverages, as you probably saw, are dark colors. So like working on something that's a light color was actually a blessing. Okay. Oh, and my last one, which I just started, and I'm actually going to be going back to after I do this video, is because I just got this fabric in the mail. It is by Amy Stewart. It's a little dreamer's tree. I am doing the, I guess the regular max color. I don't really get the whole how is it regular when it's just two rows off from the super size. This is a 150 by 997, while the super size is 150 by 999. So it's like two, but they're pretty much the same. And also the max color, they're off by 2 as well. So this one I think had 237, and then the super size has 239. So it's like, it's fine. So I'm doing this on my scroll frame, and I actually bought the super cool magnetic ties. So this is where we are at. I'm trying to do some royal rose on this one. And since this is really small, it's going to be like from here to probably maybe here. That's how long it is. It's not even that. I got this, this by the way, is my Case Creation lap stand. It's the Z one. It's a long one though. There's two ones. There's one that's like baby style. It's like halfway here. Mine's the long one. And then this scroll frame, I got it from Amazon. The fabric is a 28 count easy guide. I'm doing it 2/110. I also got this from Heaven and Earth Design. I requested a special cut of 15 by 45. So I kind of gave myself a lot of extra, just because. So I think that is it. That is all my WIPs that I'm actually doing. A lot of them that I didn't show you that are in the bags, I'm going to start them, but I don't know. I'm trying to tell myself, don't start things. Trying to finish something, like at least my Marabilia ones. Those are small ones. Or my Jane Austen one. Anything like that. As soon as I can finish one, I can start another one. So that's my plan for that. My full coverages, I know it's going to take me a long time to do any of those. So it's fine. And I have a lot more full coverages I want to do too. Because I also have one that I need. The fabric that I chose for the Halloween Quaker, I'm actually going to think I might do that because I bought this temperature chart, but I know it's going to be for next year, and it's actually a black work, so it's like back stitching. It's this Gothic cathedral that I saw on Etsy, and someone had mentioned to me in Suki, the brown-eyed stitcher, one of her live chats, like, be careful because next year is a leap year. So when I bought the pattern, I was looking, and they do have one of the stained glasses for leap year, so that's good. And I know I want to do two. I want a temperature one, and I want a book one, or moods. I don't know. I might do 3. So this year, what I want to do is get all the black done, so all the outlining all completed, so that I'm ready for that next year. So I don't have to do that next year. And I'm thinking of actually doing different color, like a different color than black. So I might do my favorite, which is 154, which is like dark purple. Okay. So I know you'll be seeing, hopefully in the next week, for all these projects. I know I want to continue working on them. So you might see me in another week, or 2 weeks, or at the end of the month. And at the end of the month is, so when I do weekly videos, it's just whatever I've done in that week. But if I go and do a video at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, so like the 30th, 31st, or the 1st, then it's a whole recap of the month instead. So it's everything I've done and anything I've done throughout that month, like any news and so forth. So there's a weekly or the end of the month, so depends on what I do with these. Okay, that's the end of the portion for the WIPs. If you will like, you can just stay for. It's only gonna be a couple minutes or so, like a minute, barely. It's gonna be a quick slideshow, and then it's done. And I'll see you next time. And you can always follow me on Facebook if you want to become friends, because I have a Facebook dedicated to cross stitching. It's Becca TMSG, or the Mass Stitchy Girl. Or you can follow me on Instagram, which is the Mass Stitchy Girl. Because there I will always upload or like upload a photo saying that a video is about to be released. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like what you see. If you do, please like, and if you were a subscriber and if you're a new subscriber, if you want, you can resubscribe or subscribe, but it's always up to you. So thank you. Have a good rest of your night, day, whatever time you're watching this.